Plain and simple. To me, Abigail was a delicious poison. An intoxicating, overwhelming poison. Yowie wowie!
So as we're getting ready to come on here live, we're learning about new additions to YouTube. Um, I'm learning something new. So uh, welcome everyone. We are here for an episode on the special day of Abby's Window, and I want to say welcome to everyone in the chat. Thank you all for joining us. This week we had to change it up a little bit, a few things going on. But we're here today and we're here to talk about one Bray Wyatt. That's why his picture's up there. That's why it's called Abby's Window. That's why we're here. We're going to talk about all the stuff that's going on right now and rumors. It seems like rumors are all out there right now, and depending on what you read, who knows? But we'll get into all of that. So let me welcome in the folks on top of the screen. Nicole, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm doing good. Because I'm with you guys. The all day, it was at work was quite a roller coaster. But now that I'm on Abby's Window, maybe it'll be better.
There you go. Well, hopefully we can have some fun. Yep. And have a few smiles and laughs and giggles and all that good stuff this evening. So, and as always, we have to have Abby. So Jodie Gilly. Jodie, how are you? Thumbs up.
I'm doing pretty good. It was
good.
Long day at work too.
Yes, I concur with all of that. Yeah, work. Yeah, don't even get me started. Anyway. Thank you all for joining us. This week, I'm actually going to do this at the beginning of the show. I want to welcome in everyone in the chat. I'm going to apologize in advance to our members and to everyone that gets a kick out of the soundboard from time to time. I still don't have my soundboard working properly, so I can't do the member sound and the giggities and everything else that we do during the show. So Eric Rousseau, James Grant, Jeremy Dunderman, James Chadwick, Jodie's also in the chat, by the way, just letting everyone know. John Bennett, what's up? Alexa Bliss Gamer 0809. Let's see who else is here. Diana, Dylan, Aesthetic Wyatt 6, Bonkers, Rare Kitty, Negan Mox, Cosmic Prince. Let's see here. John G, Alicia, Ashton. Well, welcome all of you. And if I missed someone, I promise you it was not on purpose. I have terrible eyesight, even though I have glasses. And I apologize. I apologize. So I'll say this: if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And for everyone that is here, please drop a like on the video so it can be shared amongst the algorithms and the masses of YouTube. So, all right. So let's talk. Well, I'm going to kick it to Jodie first because, as always, we start with Caleb's Corner. So Jodie, take it away.
All right, Caleb's Corner, always a fun one. They've added some tour dates for the Celebrating Meatloaf tour coming up in September. The Minnesota State Fair. They're going to be Ridgefield, Connecticut, Norwood, Massachusetts, Bethlehem, PA. Obviously, Caleb is finished with the UK tour, and I don't know if he did that show in Dallas or not, but looks like he's going to have a show in July in Morgantown, West Virginia. Obviously, more dates to be announced for him and Celebrating Meatloaf. So make sure that you go and check him out if he's anywhere nearby. Looking forward to this new music that's coming out. He says that it's an interpretation of the Book of Revelation. So like a rock version of the Book of Revelation. So that should be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully we can get him over on this channel soon for an interview to talk about all of that new music, which is going to be, I'm excited. And he knows that we're going to promote the heck out of it. So
That's right. That's right. So, hey, get out to see a show if you can, if he's nearby. Hopefully he comes back to Albany at some point, because I missed him when he was here during the winter. So shame on me for doing that. I'm not going to do that again. So, all right. So we're going to talk about the man of the hour right now. And I'm going to bring his pictures back up on screen because I like those pictures. I like seeing them. So we've gotten a lot of rumors recently. I'll start with Nicole. A lot. I'll start with Nicole here. Nicole, have you seen any of these rumors? And if so, what's been your thoughts about some of these rumors that are out there?
Well, I've seen the rumors that he's going to return. I mean, that's no question that he's definitely going to be coming back very soon. So, which is a good sign, knowing that he is probably cleared and he's healthy and he's okay. That's all that matters most. But honestly, I mean, it's good to know that I mean, it's nice to know that that people are saying he's going to be returning. But I say this many times, I'd rather be surprised. I don't care where he goes. Honestly, at this point, I really don't care where he shows up. Whether it's Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. To me, it don't matter. I mean, when the minute the lights go out, and you see him either give the mandible claw or Sister Abigail on anybody. And any of those brands, I'm going to be flipping out like I won the lotto, So when it comes, how I am when it comes to Bray Wyatt. He's always been one of my top favorite for 10 years. Technically, it's been 10 years, So it doesn't to me. Listen, it's nice seeing these rumors, but again, I like being surprised, and I'm sure he feels he wants to surprise everybody too. And I can't wait to see what's up his sleeve, see what stories he's gonna tell. He's always been a good storyteller. I don't care what anybody says. They say some people are tired of it, which I don't know why. But to me, and a lot of us here on Abby's window, he's a great storyteller. We love the stories he tells, and we love to see how it plays out with the wrestlers he interacts with.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring up some great points there, Jodie. I know you've seen these rumors. What do you make of them?
I mean, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. And
exactly.
Obviously there's rumors floating around that he's coming back soon. And there's been rumors floating around that he got in a fight with creative, and oh my gosh, there's just some really dumb ones out there. And I'm going to stick to my original saying, if you don't know exactly what happened, then you should probably keep your mouth shut. But
make false accusations.
Yeah, so don't spread dumb shit around. That's all. Yeah, that's what I want to say about that. But we're really looking forward to him being back. Anything that we get, we're just we're all gonna be just like we were when he returned at Extreme Rules. We were all just sitting here with our jaws on the floor screaming, and that's exactly what it'll be like when he comes back. And I do think that they are trying to make NXT like the third show So I wouldn't mind him showing up on NXT. He's a free agent. Somebody said that in the chat. So
Yeah, shout out
he
to
can show
Nathan
up
Mox,
anywhere.
you know. Yeah, he can show up anywhere.
Doesn't matter where his lights go out, and something's gonna happen. Someone's getting to Sister Abigail.
That's right.
I can't wait. I want that mandible choke slam. I want it.
With a little choke slam. Or either of those. We all can agree he's definitely coming back. But I like being surprised. I always like those. I'm one of those people. I don't like looking at rumors. I feel like they ruin the moment.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes they're not even true. So even if I come across it, I don't think much of it because I don't know if it's true or not. Only he knows.
You kind of laugh at some of them. You're just like, okay, whatever.
Especially when they said that when he was the Fiend, he didn't draw money. That was even the kicker. That was the kicker.
Yeah, the Fiend didn't make any money.
How many Firefly Funhouse shirts I must have in my closet? And all statues I have up there. Yeah, but
Yeah. Well,
you don't make any money.
You know what these podcasts and these news sites. I was struggling to say news, but these news sites, they figured out what the rest of us already know. And that's that Bray Wyatt is a draw. And if you mention his name, if his name is attached to any story, anything, you're going to get eyes on it. You're going to get people to look. And I love the fact that Bray is that popular and regarded, but I really dislike how some people use his name to try and get clicks on their websites or wherever else. It's disingenuous, and it's just people trying to cash in on someone very popular. And I think, like you said, Jody, I mean, unless you have concrete evidence, unless you know something, insider related, no pun intended, then you should be very, very careful about what's shared, because you do have people that are really wanting him back sooner rather than later, and I get it. But if he's not ready, he's not ready. So I just think that we have to be careful with the stuff that we share, and the sources and the places that we read these things. So so that's enough of my little soapbox moment. So I know I wanted to bring this up from Negan Mox. He says, I just hope they aren't waiting for Alexa to return.
I don't think so. I mean, personally, me, I don't know. I don't think so. He could come back. She may join after, once she has her baby, and she's maybe a little while after, maybe she'll work with Bray again. But I'm sure, I don't think he's going to wait. I don't know. That's just my thing.
Oh my gosh, you can see her little baby bump.
Yeah, good for her. I'm really happy for her. I'm happy for them both. Good for them.
Yes, very, very, very happy for them. Her little baby bump is adorable because she's so tiny.
Yes.
Jody, do you have any fear that they'll wait until she comes back?
No, none, zero, absolutely none.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna wait because it's gonna be a very much long wait though. If that's the case, but I don't think that's the case. He may come back and maybe she might join him a little while after.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility that when she does come back, she'll jump right back into it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think with her character, and this is no disrespect to her, so please don't come after me thinking I'm trying to say something negative about Miss Bliss, because I'm not. But I think with her character, she can be added in at different points of the story. And maybe that's what we're waiting on at this point. Maybe they had some plans, and once they found out she was pregnant, maybe they said, okay, well, we got to make a little bit of a change to some of these plans now. I have no knowledge of anything. It's just me speculating, but I would say that there's good reason as to why we haven't seen Bray back yet. And but I don't fear that they'll wait for Alexa to come back. I don't have that fear. So,
Yeah, no.
so I'm going to ask you both this question, and I want to throw this out to the chat too. Tell me, and we'll start with Jodie this time, one rumor that you read that made you go, oh, okay, that can maybe make sense. And one rumor that you read that you just laughed out loud because of how absurd it was.
Oof. I don't know, because, knowing the real story, it's kind of hard to, see the rumors and go, okay, that makes sense, because you know what I mean? Like, this is difficult. There's, some rumors out there that he's going to be back before Money in the Bank, or he's going to be back after Money in the Bank. I think we're going to see him sooner rather than later. So, some of those rumors, it's close. It's close. That makes you sit back and go, yeah, it probably is. And oh my gosh, there's been so many rumors that just make me laugh. I mean, especially the one that he was going to another 3-letter company. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to, and people might get mad at me for this, but I never was the biggest fan of Alexa being with him. It was not my favorite part of the story. I don't think he needed her. I don't think it needed that extra person. It was fine. I was okay with it, but it was not my favorite part about that whole storyline. I like Alexa as a wrestler, as a talent, and as a person. I didn't like them together. I just didn't. It was not my cup of tea.
Nothing wrong with that.
We welcome all opinions.
Exactly.
And, yeah. So, okay. So I guess my question is, okay. So I'm going to be a little biased right here for a minute and say that I really, really, really want him to return at Money in the Bank, even if it's just like a video or just a flash of something. I really want that to happen, because you know why? Darn it, the UK fans deserve it.
Yes, they do.
I'm gonna be biased.
And can you imagine just that pop in general from the UK fans? They're such amazing. They're loud. They're passionate, and I think it would be just such a great moment.
Yep.
Yeah, I would love to see it, and like I said, the fans there deserve it. Darn it, make it happen. Hopefully it happens. But if it doesn't, it's all good, because I do feel like we're starting to get a little more out there, and you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I think there's something to some of these rumors. Some that I've seen are just absolutely asinine and not even worth mentioning. But I think that I think we're closer to a return. I do want to bring this up, and this is for this is for Nicole and Jodie, and then the chat, because I've seen this said a few times, and I just want to get your thoughts. Misfit Wrestling Podcast says holding Alexa back while waiting for Bray really hurt her as a wrestler and a character. I'll start with Nicole. Do you think that it hurt her, keeping her while Bray was away, keeping her from TV or doing anything? You think that hurt?
I mean, I don't really think it. I don't think it fully hurt her. I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't think it really like it fully hurt her. I know that I think that they really wanted them to work. I know that they really wanted them to work together. So I don't know. I didn't know what they were going to go with them working together since Bray was. But when all of a sudden Bray got sick, and then now Alexa's with child. But I don't know. I honestly have no answer for that. I really don't think. To me, I don't think. I don't think so. I mean, Alexa can do her own thing. I mean, even when Bray Wyatt got released a couple of years ago, he said to her, "I need you. You know, do your thing. You know what to do." And she, doing her own thing, she's proven that she can do it. Even when before she worked with Bray, she was amazing as a heel. Forget it. She made me hate my guts. And also, I agree with Jodie in a way that at first I wasn't a fan of her working with Bray too, because knowing her, how she was with Nia Jax, she betrayed her own best friend. And I knew that some point down the road that she was going to betray him too. And I was right at WrestleMania. Look what happened. But then getting to your question, I mean, I don't think it fully hurt her. I mean, because Alexa can do her own thing. She's willing to be her own leader, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When she was on her own, she had Lily. Everything went. A lot of people were buying the Lily. Look at me. I made my own Lily. So
right.
That's the thing.
So So Jodie, we'll come to you, and then I want to get to a couple comments.
Kind of like C Wrestling said, she was off of TV for her own reasons. I think when Bray wasn't there, I think they could have done a lot more with her. I don't necessarily think that it hurt her. I just feel like they could have done a lot more with her, and maybe they, waiting for him to come back, they kind of missed that opportunity. But she's Alexa Bliss. She's always going to be, a top superstar. So I don't necessarily think it hurt her. I think they could have done a lot more with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they had opportunities, and those didn't happen for whatever reasons. And again, like C said, to bring up C's comment, because I do want to get to James Chadwick's comment that's on the screen. C says she was on TV for Masked Singer skin cancer treatment, and then because she's pregnant, it's barely because of Bray. Yeah. All right. So James Chadwick here talking about keeping her into the story, saying, what if they worked Alexa into it at the start by saying she opened the door in the box and released him, then he abducted her to explain her not being there storyline wise. I think that's a really cool way to do it. What do you guys think? Jodie, we'll start with you this time.
I mean, that's they definitely could do that. I think it would be I think it could be an interesting way to do it, to kind of keep her worked into the story. I just don't think they will. I think they're going to go in a different direction. They may add her in later, but me personally, I don't think she was the one that opened the door. So I think we're going to get something different that's going to blow all of our minds, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Nicole.
Fiend in the box. That magically, we haven't seen the Fiend in the box in forever, and now we magically see it again. The last Funhouse before Bray got sick. I wonder what that had to do with it. You know what I mean? If Alexa didn't open the door, I wonder.
I mean, it was a part of his history, a part of his story, just like all the puppets were. So maybe now it's just like an artifact, like they had Sister Abigail in the cabin on fire. So
yeah, I guess that's right. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
There's so much that you can unpack. C Wrestling says they need a a shoot of Alexa giving birth to a baby wearing a Fiend mask. The
Oh,
Fiend's
so
rebirth. See, are you trying to go Terrifier
That's a little
2?
too much like Terrifier 2.
Yeah. Are you trying to go Terrifier 2?
God, my goodness.
I like the story though. I like the story.
Immediately what I thought of was Terrifier 2.
Yep, me too.
But wait, you know what I just thought of? You know what I just thought of? You know in Bray's old vignettes before he would cut a promo, you see those cut vignettes. There's that part where a woman is holding her pregnant belly. What if they did that again? You know, like when her belly grows again, like something like that. Like she just makes a magic, like a special appearance at one point if he becomes the Eater of Worlds again. That was part of his thing. I mean, I don't know. That just came to mind. You know, what if that would have been really interesting?
Yeah, what if that evolves a little bit?
Yeah.
I could see that. I wouldn't mind that.
Yep.
Shane Loki.
I miss him.
Shane Loki, just to switch up a little bit, what if Isla Dawn and Alba Fire use a spell to bring the Fiend back, and they're the ones that open the door?
But see, we don't even know if they're involved with.
I still think it was Bray that opened the door.
Yeah, I still don't think those girls are involved with Bray Wyatt in any kind, in my opinion. Maybe Jodie's right. Maybe Bray could be the one that opened the door. Who knows? Puzzles are still need to be put together.
Yeah, I think Bray's the one that opened the door.
So I just got a little bit of a breaking news.
Oh boy.
I'm so mad that I don't have the flipping graphic. But so if you go to Pro Wrestling Clips on Twitter, they're at Magazine Picks. That's their handle. It looks like Boozer Wrestling tweeted out another little video here, and apparently they were on it when he first came back. I'm just looking at the tweet here that I was sent. James Chadwick just sent that over to me. So
are you talking about this with the rabbit?
Yeah, they posted it again, I guess.
They posted about the white rabbit. I did see that before.
Yeah.
Oh no. I don't know. I take everything with a grain of salt. I mean,
I think you have to.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine to kind of buy into it a little bit, and everybody says, you know, that this guy or whoever it is pretty accurate and that they're an insider into WWE. Who did they get that information from? Pretty sure that people behind the scenes involved in the Bray Wyatt story aren't that, I hate to say it, aren't that stupid.
Yeah. Besides, it has a purple X on it. That purple X was from Extreme Rules. So, I mean, I don't know. Nobody knows. And, you know, it's good that we, like I say, all the time, it's good that we don't know. I like surprises. I don't like these rumors. Oh, he's coming back tonight. He's coming back next week. I just
want to be surprised. I want to be surprised. I just want him to show up, and
I know.
I'll go crazy. I'll love that. See Wrestling saying, I've been laughing all day. Every single person who mocked White Rabbit and fans who played along with the campaign are oozing, trying to work out what no means on AEW TV in the exact same way. I did see that clip where it flashed no across the screen. I did see that. So that's pretty funny. Negan Mock saying, can we agree that if the Lock Fiend behind my faction isn't 2K23, people will riot. I still have to get 2K23. My son wants it. I still have to get it. So, yeah.
And my boyfriend already has it. He's been building arenas. He builds arenas all the time. He made one for Halloween. He's like, so he has it. My brother has it. They're all waiting for the Bray Wyatt release thing. They're all waiting for all that stuff to be on to where they're able to unlock and to use it. So
yeah,
that's gonna be
and we've seen that little clip of the White Rabbit with the purple X before. It's an old clip, so it's not a new thing. So I would just take everything with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think you just have to be mindful, and I think also too, and I know a lot of us do this. I'm bad about it sometimes too. If you look up spoilers for things, it's not going to be as fun as special as it can be. If you just see him show up. So, all right. So the last question I'm going to ask before we get into artwork is I'm going to have you speculate, and you've kind of done this a little bit, but when you would like to see him return, like at what point would you like to see him return and where? Meaning a show like a Raw or SmackDown, or would you like to see him return at a pay-per-view? So I'll start with Nicole, and then we'll go to Jodie.
I like to see him come back at SummerSlam. That's just me. I like to see him come back at SummerSlam. There are no matches. There are no matches yet. Are there matches made yet for SummerSlam yet, or no? Not yet. No.
I don't think yet.
Come back then, but then again, I have a feeling that he's going to come back much earlier than that. Something's telling me he's definitely coming back much earlier than that. I hope LA Knight wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. That's my guy that I'm rooting for. If he wins, then let's go out and gets Mandible Claw slammed. And Jodie, you'll hear Jodie scream on the other side of the island. I will hear Jodie scream like joy if that would happen. But then, I don't want to. You wouldn't want to ruin LA Knight's moment because I don't know. But then, maybe he might come back Money in the Bank. Honestly, I don't care where he comes back. I said this: NXT, Raw, SmackDown, or any pay-per-view. If I had to choose, SummerSlam, because it's one of the big events.
Yeah, and like James Grant just said, it's in Detroit this year, which I think
this will erupt.
Yeah, it'll go crazy. So, Jodie.
Don't be surprised if his return coincides with the Bray Wyatt to 23 pack.
The game. Oh,
That's yeah.
That could be a possibility.
I definitely think it could coincide with that, because there might be something in that Bray Wyatt pack that we're not supposed to see yet until he comes back. Maybe he will introduce something new that is already in that Bray Wyatt pack. We just haven't seen it yet because it's not released.
That's true. That would make a lot of sense. When they release that pack, Gina, when they release that pack, oh my God, that's probably when the night, whatever night that is, that would be the night when he will show up.
Yep. And it's is it the 14th of July? Is it the 14th of July that it comes out?
It's July. It's somewhere in July, so it's next month. And SummerSlam's somewhere in August, correct?
So the 14th of July is Friday.
So yeah, it's definitely. I changed my answer, Jeff. What Jodie said. Yeah, because that makes a whole lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
July. Someone said July 19th or July 14th. I don't know. Oh,
that would
if it's
go.
If it's the 14th, that is a Friday.
Ooh. Oh boy.
See, this is where I would play the Law and Order sound right now. That's why I'm mad I don't have it. Because I would play that right now. But that's interesting.
So it's the 19th.
19th.
But the 19th is a Wednesday. Raw is that Monday. So, don't be surprised if we see something on that Raw that then is in the game at, the Pack on Wednesday.
That makes sense. That's true. Oh, yeah, it is the 19th.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Just saying.
I like that. See, I don't want to have marketing class again, but that, folks, is good marketing.
It is.
Very good marketing.
Thank Gabby for that.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, exactly. So, are we ready to get to some artwork?
Mm-hmm.
Always.
All right, because I'm to attempt to eat between this stream and the next, which we will, Joe and I, and maybe, I don't know if Taz is going to be on, but we'll be back for Impact at 8. So I'm going to attempt to eat something between now and then, because my blood sugar is kind of trending down right now. So I'm trying to snack on a couple of things. Not that anybody needs to know about diabetes right now. Anyway, let's just get to the artwork. All right, so here we go. All right, here's the first one.
Is that by Brittany? I love that.
Yep. A Brittany K piece. I love that detail. I just love it. The tattoos, must have taken a long time, and everybody is interested about this version of Bray and the mask that we saw that night.
I really loved it. I personally love this book. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll see if we get a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Another Brittany piece, which is awesome. I love the fireflies. I love it. I love it
too. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the detail on the shirt.
Yep.
And color pops. I really like that.
Yep.
See, I love this version of Bray. I love this with the denim vest. I personally like that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the version of Bray that we fell in love with. So I'm pretty sure she can draw his tattoos in her sleep at this point.
Yeah. She's gotten the whole. She gets better every time she draws. It's really incredible.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, this next one is not Bray Wyatt, but I can tell you it's phenomenal.
Phenomenal, incredible.
Oh, that's so cool.
I hope he sees this. I really hope he sees this.
That's a really cool one. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I like it.
Oh, nice.
Love that one too. Again, all the detail and
his beard, man. His beard is just incredible, detailed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I love it.
Yeah, another great one. So here we go. Here's another, and I love this.
Nice.
I love this one too. Blake, this one's amazing. I like the green and the pink in the background. It's almost like paint splatter, and I just think it's so neat.
Unique. Yep.
Yes. And the detail in the UV paint on his face and in his beard, like, that's just awesome.
I got to read this comment from Jesse because it just made me chuckle. Well, I'm late, and as for the drawing I was going to have for this show, it looked like straight up booty do, so I didn't finish it. What exactly is booty do? Do I even want to know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, that it just made me chuckle. Welcome, Jesse. All right.
His post about it. Listen, if ever to be a novel about Bray Wyatt, I'd be the first to friggin' buy that book. I don't care if it's $100. I will buy that book. I will buy it in a
All
heartbeat.
I'm going to say is I gave him that line. We were literally messaging back and forth right before he posted that, and he sent it to me before he posted it, and I said, oh my gosh, that would make an amazing book cover.
But I'm just saying, if it did become one, if it did,
Yes.
you know, that thing would sell out within an hour, within 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh. So, Kyle is amazing.
I love Kyle. I love Kyle.
Yeah, we did have that conversation, but I'm not going to take credit for him saying it would, him doing that play on words with the novel. But yes, this would make an amazing book cover.
Yes, it would.
And Kyle has done some amazing things. I mean, there's so much of it that people haven't even seen, and it's just fantastic. He's so incredibly talented.
I agree.
A book cover or an album cover?
Yes.
Or a movie poster. I mean, a movie poster too. Like, I mean,
it'd just be a movie poster. But what would the title be called?
The Man in the Woods.
The Man in the Woods. That's it. So in red font. In red.
Oh my gosh! Could you imagine if this was the new movie poster for the new Blair Witch Project?
Oh. Yeah.
Sold.
Yep, I'm there. All right, here's the next one.
Hardy Sketch. Good old Hardy Sketch. I love this one. He's got some, he has some really intense facial expressions. And to be able to capture them, even when he's not like looking forwards, that's talent right there.
Yes.
Yeah, just tremendous work from everyone.
Another little post from Mr. Kyle Scarborough. Obviously, it's a zoomed in picture of something. There's been a lot of speculation about what this might be, who it might be of. Obviously, he's posted some things with Malachi Black, so we don't know if it's involved with that, but a lot of people are speculating that this might be, one Mr. Fiend.
You can tell by the teeth and the yellow eyes almost, and the wrinkling on the cheeks.
It's definitely possible.
Yep.
Oh,
I saw this one.
So, Eric posted this on Twitter, I believe, and I do not remember the person that made it, but the amount of little details in this is just phenomenal.
That's dedication right there.
Yes, you can zoom in on so many different little things and see different little pieces. And I love that, like, the lantern is that centerpiece. It's just awesome.
But if you also see in the bottom left, it's like the smoke coming from Bray's lantern, and that's all from the smoke. That is nice. That's a nice touch to it.
Yeah,
very creative.
Anybody rocking chair.
Anybody who knows who made this, please let us know. We'd like to give them a shout out.
Yeah, you got the rocking chair in there. Wow. Yep. Yeah, that's a lot of good detail there.
Yes.
Another one from Blake. His return, obviously, that everybody went nuts over. That is, Com Show did that. So that was awesome. Very, very, very good job.
Bravo. That was pretty well done.
Yes. I love the detail on the mask. Obviously, the mask made by the wonderful and talented Mr. Jason Baker. Looking forward to seeing what else Mr. Jason Baker has cooked up for Bray. I think there's going to be a lot more.
Yeah. And awesome to have you here, and thank you for sharing your talent with us. Thank you all for sharing your talents. I'm going to save this one until the end because I know that one's pretty special, but I'm going to show this one now too. Another great work here.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Blake is very, very talented. I love again the paint splatter in the background. It's just really, really cool. And the glow and the glow on the ropes and
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of pop art, and pop arts are really cool. They're really like unique in their own way.
Yep, I love it. Very creative.
Now, this last picture I saw as a post on social media, and I wanted to.
Aww.
So this is Logan's bedroom. That is a sticker of Bray that was drawn by Brittany. And he got so excited. He was so happy about it. So he built this little garage out of blocks, Legos, whatever you want to call it, big Legos, in his room on the floor, and he was calling it his garage. And I gave him this sticker that Brittany had sent me with some of the stuff I ordered, and hadn't had a chance to. I was going to put it on my car and hadn't had a chance to yet. So I gave it to Logan, and he went running in his room, and then came running back, and he's like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, you got to come look! I put Bray on the front of the garage." And I was like, "Okay." So he made me close my eyes and walk in the room, with my eyes closed. And he was so excited about that little sticker. He's that kid and his stickers. Oh my goodness. So yes, Brittany is now on the front of my son's garage, and
That's awesome. That's so awesome. Oh, man, that's great. Aesthetic Wyatt 6. Hey, thank you for sharing your talents. Thank all of you wonderful, wonderful artists. You're so very talented, and we're so thrilled and honored to be able to share your work on Abby's Window every week. So yeah, thank you for sharing your talents with the world and allowing us to be a part of that. So, all right, so we're going to start to head out here. I'll turn it over to Nicole and then Jodie. Nicole, final thoughts, and then tell folks where they can see your artwork and follow you.
Well, for Bray Wyatt, I will say this: know that that there are rumors seeing all these rumors all over social media. Know that he is coming back very, very soon. So watch out on all three brands, because don't forget, you don't know where he's going to pop up. So he could pop up anywhere. Watch out for all three brands. That's what I'm going to say. So now my artwork, if you don't know, I illustrate children's books based on moral values for kids to learn about how to be kind and share and be respectful and be loving. The one I illustrated that got released is Whiskers the Mouse. It's available on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. The links are in the bottom are in the comments in the chat. If you have children and they love to read, if you know anybody that has kids and they love to read, they love books, tell them about Whiskers the Mouse. It teaches great lesson, and it features adorable animals, and there'll be 11 books following that. So the next book will be released very soon. I will keep you guys updated.
There you go. Thank you, Nicole.
Awesome.
And of course, James Chadwick has to throw like a huge little theory out here. What if Three Faces of Bray, one on each show?
Three Faces of Bray, like Three Faces of Foley.
Three Faces of Bray, one on each show.
I'd be cool with that.
Shut up and take.
Oh yeah, same. My eye will be on each show. All right, Jodie, final thoughts.
Oh man, Bray, we really, 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 really miss you.
Miss you.
Come back soon.
Please.
And I love you guys.
Love you guys too.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Like the chat, you guys are just as much a part of the show. So thank you for participating and throwing out your ideas and theories and opinions. Again, I'll say this: all opinions are welcome. Just don't be a jerk. Don't be a troll. But
Don't be a dick.
yeah, there you
Dick.
go.
Those are 3 magic words. Don't wait, 4 magic words. Don't be a dick.
There you go.
Respectfully.
There you go. So yeah, thank all of you in the chat for watching today. Nicole, thank you as always for joining us.
Always.
And Jodie, thank you as always. And James Chadwick. But yeah, thank you, Jodie. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. We did it on a different day this week, but hopefully next week. Not next week. Not next week for Monday, or do you know your schedule yet, Jodie?
I actually have to work on Monday,
Okay.
So we'll talk about it
Okay.
and
Yeah,
try to
we'll
get
let
another day.
everyone know what we're going to do for next week. But yeah, thank you all for coming and participating in the show and enjoying the show. We had a lot of fun as always. And I'm going to throw this invitation out there. If you are an Impact Wrestling fan, come join us tonight, 8 o'clock. If you're not an Impact fan and you're looking for another show to get into, come join us at 8 o'clock tonight. Impact Wrestling Watch Along will be on this channel at 8 o'clock. That's why we're ending a few minutes early, because I am going to go attempt to eat something between now and then. But yeah, thank you all for joining us tonight. Again, we all miss Bray. We want him to come back. I think that's all of us. If you're watching this right now, if you're in the chat, then you would agree with that statement. So we wish him well. We hope he's back soon, happier and healthier than ever. And yeah, and it's going to be a fun time when that happens. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
So what do you say? You want to see my secret? You're wilding. La 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 la.